Welcome to Homeschool Nolan, here to help you navigate learning in the digital age. There's been a lot of anxiety lately over artificial intelligence and whether or not it's going to replace us and put us out of work. Some folks, however, argue that instead of replacing us, AI will actually make us all more productive. So which is it? Will AI replace us or make us more productive? Well, the short answer in my opinion is yes. AI will, unfortunately, replace you if it can do everything that you can do. So the real question then becomes, what can AI do and cannot do? As someone who works in the tech industry, this is a question that I myself have been wrestling with. And today, I'd like to share some thoughts on who I think are likely to be the winners and losers in the age of AI. But first, let's review exactly what AI can and cannot do. Artificial intelligence relies on machine learning. AI machines are trained on vast amounts of data. They use sophisticated algorithms to find patterns in the data so they can make predictions or generate new content. For example, you're probably familiar by now with ChatGPT, which is an example of generative AI. If you played around with Gen AI, you may have been impressed with its ability to write code and generate essays for high school students, which until now, one would think only human beings could create. But as impressive as it is still only as good as the data it is trained on. Hence, what AI is not as good at least not yet, is dealing with ambiguity and making complex decisions in narrow, specialized domains where there's not yet enough data available to train on. This is why I think, and as I explained in a previous video, that people with specialized knowledge that is not available on the internet or in books will have an edge in the age of AI. But as Gen AI tech gets better and better, it will indeed threaten to replace more humans. And the most vulnerable jobs, I believe, are what I would call entry-level repetitive jobs, sometimes called grunt work. These are jobs that require you to do tasks that have been done before and don't really require any original thinking or decision making. An example of this is entry-level computer programmer. When I started my career as a junior programmer many years ago, most of what I did was taking examples of code that had already been written by someone else and then copying, pasting, and modifying the code a bit for my particular use case. But today, with Gen AI, a computer can easily generate code for all the most common use cases and do it much faster than any human. However, if you're a senior software engineer or leader, you will still need the ability to know which types of code in the first place that you need to pull together from different sources and then put them together to build complex applications. You have to be able to evaluate and judge all those different components and make good design decisions when you put it all together. These are the types of jobs that I think will actually become more productive with Gen AI tools. Similarly, many entry-level jobs in the legal profession are also vulnerable to being replaced by AI. I recently saw this headline, quote, "Do not go to law school. This fund manager warns the legal field is in big trouble as folks are using ChatGPT for complex contracts." Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I can see how AI can generate legal documents that are often boilerplate and just need to be modified for each unique case. In addition, AI's ability to review and summarize documents is only going to get better and better, and that spells trouble for entry-level legal jobs. However, just as we still need talented software engineers who can design and build complex projects, I believe there will always be a need for really good human lawyers who can represent you in important legal cases. If you're being sued for millions of dollars, I'm sure you still want a really good human lawyer with really good communication and people skills to represent you in court. Now, the examples I just gave for jobs that are vulnerable are what I would call entry-level jobs. These are jobs that young people usually take as their first step in climbing the career ladder. So this leads to the question, how are young people supposed to get their careers started if entry-level jobs are being replaced by AI? This is an important question which employers and our education system will have to wrestle with. If you're a homeschooler or have a homeschooling mindset, my advice is to start developing those types of skills that will actually benefit from and become more productive with AI. So who are the people who will benefit most from AI? And what kind of skills do they have? At the top of my list are business owners. AI will make businesses more productive because it will allow businesses to do more while hiring less people. Hence, AI will benefit the owners of businesses who know how to take advantage of AI to do more with less. Now, the owner of a business can be anything from a small shop owner to a major investor in a Fortune 100 company. The thing they have in common, though, is that they have to be able to assess risk and make decisions based on incomplete information. In other words, they have to deal with lots of ambiguity or situations where it's not clear from past data what is the right decision. If you think about it, this is a very similar skill set to what a director of software engineering or a senior partner at a law firm has to have. Obviously, not everyone is cut out to be a business owner, and not every business owner is successful. That's why for the past 200 years, since the dawn of the industrial age, most people have been trained to learn how to do specific jobs in a factory or in an office where it's pretty cut and dry how to do it. They're trained to be employees rather than business owners. But as AI keeps learning new skills, these are the folks who unfortunately will likely be the most vulnerable and biggest losers in the age of AI, unless they also learn how to develop a business owner mindset. So as AI technology continues to advance and replace more and more jobs, now is the time for all of us to rethink how we want to approach homeschooling, education, and job training, and what type of abilities we should focus on developing. And an important first step is understanding what AI can and cannot do. And I hope this video has been helpful as you think about your future as well as your children's. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to click subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.